I just switched to Real Broker 3 months ago, and so far, loving every bit of my decision. So in this video, I'm gonna be giving you the 3 reasons why you should join Real Broker. And towards the end of the video, I'm gonna be diving into some results I've already seen just in 3 months of being with the company. And I truly believe Real Broker can work for literally any type of agent, whether you don't sell very many homes, whether you sell 100 homes a year, regardless of what your goal is in real estate, I truly believe this is the place to be. I'm that agent Kelly. I closed 57 deals my first year in the industry leveraging social media, and now I teach other agents and entrepreneurs how they can do the same. If you're interested in that, subscribe to the channel and like this video. So first things first, before I even made the move to Real Broker, I contemplated doing it for a very long time. Basically, 2 years I sat and pondered, should I do it, should I not do it? I pretty much talked to every single big name agent at almost every other brokerage within my local market. I even talked to agents in different markets about joining Real or 𝐕𝐃𝐄𝐒 or any of these other brokerages. So just to give you some context, this was not an impulsive move. I did a deep dive. I did all the research necessary to make this decision. I weighed my options, the risk to reward, everything. And after speaking to many agents, the reason why I decided to go to Real, the first reason, was that I felt like there wasn't this head-to-head competition that existed within the brokerage. Whereas when I went to recruiting events for some of these other brokerages, there would literally be agents within those brokerages shit-talking other agents in the brokerage. And I just got the feeling that Real was truly more collaborative than it was competitive. And that just so happens to be their slogan, collaboration over competition. And I can truly say now being here, that is the truth. For example, I'm currently trying to sell a townhome project. The market's very slow where I'm at. And we held an event at our office and 30, 40 Real agents showed up just to support us, post content, etc., etc., etc. They gain absolutely nothing from doing that, but obviously, together we're stronger. So I've seen the support and the collaboration firsthand, and just in being here 3 months, I've already shot podcasts with other brokerages, with other agents at the brokerage that are in completely different markets, halfway across the world for me. Maybe not halfway across the world, but halfway across the continent. And one of the main reasons why Real has cultivated this culture is, number one, you're not allowed to say, hey, come join me at Real and I will give you XYZ. I will offer you this tangible piece of value or a course or whatever if you come join me at Real. And what that does is it doesn't create something called silos. Silos are basically little groups, within the groups of people within the company that are kind of separate from other groups of people. And that's kind of what creates that disconnect in the culture. It almost creates this divisive type of culture when you have separate little groups of people. And to add to that, if I say you're gonna get XYZ if you come join us at Real, and then I don't deliver on that promise, well, who does that look bad on? Real. And also to add to that, Real has a co-sponsorship program, which I will get, into the rev share portion of this a little bit later, but let's just say me and you are on separate downlines or in separate networks within the company. We can still make money together. There's nothing stopping us from being like, hey, let's go hold an event and invite a bunch of people and blah, 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 blah. And if anybody decides they want to come join the company, we can just co-sponsor those agents and then we can start our own little side of income together and we can work together and we can collaborate. And having just that one small little change creates a much more, cohesive culture within the company. So the first reason why I joined Real is I believe their culture to be second to none. Everybody within the company can make money together. Secondly, if I was gonna buy a small cap stock, if I was going to invest in a small cap stock, I would wanna see that they have a history of success in business, the leadership. I would want to see that they are ahead of the curve. I would want to see that they have been innovating, and I would want to see explosive growth with a long runway ahead of it. And Real Broker ticks all of those boxes. Sharon, the president of Real, I don't actually know how to say his last name, very smart guy, very charismatic, definitely knows what he's talking about, has already had, I believe, 4 or 5 exits within business for very, very large portions of money. And I believe he joined the company about 2 years ago, and you could pretty much line up Real's explosive growth with the time that he joined the company. Maybe not exactly, but he's pretty much the face of the company, I would say. Now, it seems like to me from the outside looking in, when I was talking to all these agents, there were so many people telling me how Real is going to fail and they're etc. All the rhetoric out there that is, negative things about Real. And meanwhile, when I talk to people at Real was just focused on Real. They're not worried about what everybody else is doing. They're worried on their own vision and their own goal. They don't need to look at opportunities. They've created their own. And to me, that would suggest that Real is leading the pack and other people are falling behind. Other brokerages, I should say. So the leadership's amazing and Real is innovating. I don't think there's any argument to be made that they're not. They have a dashboard that's pretty much everything integrated that you would almost ever need within your business that they've built themselves. That's proprietary. It's exclusive to Real. It tracks all your transactions. It tracks your rev share. You put all of your information in there, your deposits. You can even send paperwork for signatures in there. It even has ChatGPT. It's not actually ChatGPT, but it's AI that's pretty much ChatGPT integrated in that dashboard. So you can ask, hey, when does my license renew? Hey, when does my next transaction close? Hey, I need to get a referral form. Where can I find a referral form that suits XYZ? And it'll send you the link to go get it. Everything is there. It's amazing. And further to the innovation side of things, Real is now, at least in the States, in the USA, I don't know about Canada or when it's coming, but they're rolling out something called Real Wallet, which is a brilliant move in my opinion, and I'm gonna tell you why. Basically, what they're gonna be able to do is you get paid out a commission, you keep it in the account with Real, they will be able to pay you interest on the commissions that you earn. To add to that, they're also going to be able to, or working on being able to give you lines of credit based on your projected annual income. So if you make 100K in the first quarter of the year, they can give you a line of credit based on if you were making 400K for the year. And what's so amazing about this is basically Real is kind of trying to enter the banking space. What made Starbucks so successful? It wasn't just that they sold coffee and muffins, it was that people would pay $100 to load up their gift card, their Starbucks gift card, which also gave them points towards more coffee and more muffins. But then Starbucks would take that money and they would invest it and get a return on that money. So now they make money on you buying the coffee, but they also make money on the money that you use to buy the coffee. So what is Real doing? They're trying to make it so they make money when you close a deal and they make money on the money you made after you close the deal. Nobody else is doing this, at least not that I know of, in the real estate space. And this is going to be absolutely huge for the company because they're opening up an entirely new profit center. And even for the lines of credit, this is a massive benefit for realtors. I personally think lines of credit are an unbelievable tool for businesses just to make sure that you don't run into any cash flow issues, especially with where we are right now in the economy. I think this is very beneficial for both realtors and Real itself. So the second reason why I think you should join Real is that the leadership is unbelievable and they're innovating like nobody else right now. And thirdly, Real has a massive burst of momentum behind it right now. I believe there is life-changing money to be made just by moving your business to this company. So I had to ask myself, what do I have to gain by not joining Real? And the answer was not very much. The brokerage that I was with, which was a good brokerage, and I enjoyed working there, and I loved everybody who worked there, but the brokerage that I was working with before, aside from all the regular stuff to help me facilitate a transaction, which Real is gonna do anyways, basically what I was getting was an office. Today, I have my own office in my house, but I did realize that if anybody actually wanted to come join with me at Real, they would probably want an office space. And I think that's one of the main reasons why people don't join cloud brokerages is because there is no office. So I'm not trying to downplay the office. That is a massive added benefit. So what I did is I ended up just splitting a lease payment with a bunch of other buddies to actually get an office. And in that way, people at Real could just come and use our office. But that was pretty much it. That was the only thing I realistically had to gain was an office. And yeah, I have to pay for that office space now when I didn't before, but even the cost of that office space is pretty much already covered just 3 months in just by the rev share that I receive every month. And I've only been at the company for less than 3 months. On the downside, what did I have to lose by not joining Real, by not getting involved in this massive momentum spike that the company has? Well, I'm potentially missing out on a wave of momentum that could financially set me up for the rest of my life. So when I looked at the risk to reward, it's like on one end, I keep my office. On the other end, I'm completely missing out on what could be lifetime wealth. And in talking to a lot of guys who joined 𝐕𝐃𝐄𝐒, a lot of them straight up said to me that they largely benefited from being early into the company. They grew their networks massively during the company's early and initial growth phase, and we're in that growth phase right now for real. Now, it's not just about the rev share, which is obviously one of the big reasons why I moved here, but also the stock is performing really, really well and will continue to perform really, really well. I believe it's on a multi-year bull run. I've been here 2 months. Our rev share is already at roughly $3K a month, and I have close to about 1,300 USD in real stock. So if the company's stock price 5X is from here, I've already got 10K in stock in the first 3 months that I've been here. But by working here, not only do I get the opportunity to attract other agents into the company and have them add me as the sponsor and me get recurring revenue, which by the way, the RR on the seat in a Rolls Royce doesn't stand for Rolls Royce, it stands for recurring revenue. I'm also getting stock each time I attract somebody. I'm getting stock each time I close a deal. I'm getting stock when I cap for the year. And in 10 years, I could have well into maybe a couple $1 million just in real stock. And the way that I saw it was, well, I could sell real estate at any brokerage, and realistically, my real estate business isn't going to change very much. But I can't sell real estate anywhere, get recurring revenue, and stock in a company that I believe is leading the industry and the stock price should continue to perform well. And then obviously the tech legitimately does help me stay more organized in my real estate business and helps me, I don't have to actually physically write all this stuff down on a spreadsheet. It's already in the dashboard for me. So risk to reward, it made no sense for me to not make the jump and at least try it out. And if it failed and I didn't make money from the rev share and I didn't get stock, I didn't get it, which you're gonna get stock, but let's just say I didn't, I'd pretty much be in the same space that I was in already. I would just be selling real estate underneath a different name. So, all of these things, I'm going to sell real estate regardless where I go, but I might as well build long-term wealth while I'm doing it. So anyways, hope you see it like I do. If you do, feel free to reach out to me. If you're interested in joining the company, you just want to hear more about it, give me a ring, drop me a comment, whatever the case may be. If you just enjoyed this, subscribe to the channel, like this video. I'm that Agent Kelly. I'm making moves to move you. Peace.